One of the most famous names in sports right now, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, has recently appeared in films like Fast 7, Expendables 3, and Entourage, but her next film will be a leading role as Paramount Pictures has just signed Rousey to star in her own biopic. The movie will be based on Rousey's book, My Fight, Your Fight, and will be produced by Pacific Rim producer Mary Parent and will be written by Dawn of the Planet of the Apes screenwriter Mark Bomback. Mark Bomback Ronda Rousey starring in her own biopic for Paramount.
I buy this because it's not a Pez dispenser that will be playing Ronda Rousey. I do buy this, and I'm not a fan of Ronda Rousey's acting work at all. She's an incredible fight. She's one of the most entertaining forces on the planet right now in the sports world, and I think that this is the right play for her as an actress because it's going to be a litmus test right off the bat as to whether she has any future in Hollywood movies, because I didn't like her in Entourage. I didn't like her in Expendables 3. Sorry, please don't beat the crap out of me. But if you're starring in your own story, that's been proven in the past to say, look, if you can act in this, like Howard Stern is not an actor at all, but he was great in Private Parts. Eminem has a career in acting somewhat, but it's because he was great in 8 Mile. So she's great in this. Maybe she has a future in acting. If not, I don't think that we'll ever see her in a movie again. It's an interesting story. Her biological mother was a fighter. Her biological father killed himself. She chose fighting because she didn't want to go into a normal lifestyle. And I think it's something that could be told on screen in a very engaging way. And when you think about it, like, who else would you have play Ronda Rousey right now? Is Meryl Streep going to play Ronda Rousey? Who do you get to play her other than her? So I got to buy it.
You know, it's funny you bring up Pez dispensers because that's pretty much the only thing she can play right now. And who else to play Ronda Rousey? Anybody. Absolutely anybody. I am a massive Rowdy Ronda Rousey fan. The most dominant athlete in their sport we've ever had in history. Michael Jordan, then you wait in the lead, and then somewhere behind him, you have Dominique, you have Karl Malone, you have a young Kobe Bryant, Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, blah, blah, blah. They were clearly ahead. But there's Ronda Rousey, and then there's everybody else somewhere a mile that way. I am a huge fan. I will go to sports bars and spend $100 a night on food and whatever to sit down and watch her 34-second fight, her 14-second fight, her 16-second fight. I'm a huge fan of Ronda Rousey, but she cannot act to save her life at all. I'm not saying she's got dreams and aspirations of becoming an actress later in her career. And I'm not saying, much like a Channing Tatum, who was awful at one point, like just awful. I'm not saying she can't become a good actress somewhere down the line when she's not training 7 days a week and she can dedicate time to just becoming an actress. I'm not saying she can't do that later, but as of right now, she's terrible. I mean, even just her one line in Fast 7, I was getting bored of that party anyway. I mean, it's like, oh my God, you can't even say that right. I mean, right now is not the time for her to be starring in anything, even if it's her playing herself. Although I will say this. Being herself in Entourage, I found mildly amusing and entertaining. I didn't mind her. I know you didn't like her in Entourage.
It was the closest thing that we have to any sort of ability as far as having a presence on screen. So that's, a figure. If she was going to be in a movie, this would be the one to do.
Now, of course, granted, if she comes in the room right now, says, John, do you think it's a good idea for me to star in my own movie? I'm like, you're damn right. I will fund this movie myself. Yes, Ms.
Please don't put me in an arm bar.
Please don't snap me in half.
I'm going to try to summon a dragon and see if I can take her out.
Let me roll to see if I can punch you. Nope, I failed. Okay.
My charisma's down.
My charisma's down.
I am a chaotic neutral on this. I think it's a good idea. I'm going to buy it because if she's going to portray anyone in the next few years, she should be portraying herself because she knows herself at the very least. I think that's a great role to play, is herself, and she'll get acting chops by coaches and other people, writers and directors who are helping her to play herself. I think it's kind of a win-win scenario as far as the other films that she's been in. She needs some help. I'm sure she's going to get some coaching. So if she's going to be in any film right off the bat, off of like her, building, celebrityism, she should do this kind of a auto-bio type picture. I think it makes sense. So
I think you're absolutely right. If she's going to lead any film right now, a film where she's playing herself makes sense, but she shouldn't be leading any film right now. And that's just my opinion. I hope, because I'm such a big fan of hers, that she proves me dead wrong.